Hi, my name is Sammy from My Screen to Yours. Welcome to another month of discussing new dramas. It's already been a month since I started this series last month, so let's get into talking what's new. So this time I will be sharing the upcoming releases of September by the order of release date, and also they're all K-dramas, but I will be going through a few C-dramas that have started in August that I didn't talk about in my last video, because I'm pretty sure I've learned that C-dramas just very suddenly announce that they're going to start airing, and so at this time I don't really know of any September C-dramas that are coming out. For now, I will talk about some recent C-drama releases that I didn't discuss and that you might not know about. But without further ado, let's just get right into it. This time, let's start off with a few C-dramas because, again, these are getting released earlier. And the first one that I want to talk about is When Destiny Brings the Demon. And I watched the trailer. This is a Xianxia drama. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, which is basically the genre of C-dramas about fantastical immortal beings. I don't know that much about it, to be honest, because, spoiler alert, I'm not interested. The plot, very briefly, for this show is that the male lead has been sealed away in this mountain for 500 years and the female lead helps bring him out, and then they fall in love throughout their adventures together. That was like super vague, but I watched the trailer and I don't know, there's just something about all the CGI and the fantasy that turns me off. Like, I can watch Lord of the Rings or something, for example, but when it's in a C-drama, I'm just not interested. And the chances of me watching one of these types of C-dramas in the future is low unless there was an actor or actress that I really loved. Then I would give it a chance. But otherwise, probably not. So I will be passing on this one. Second up, we have Moonlit Reunion. And this one, it appears to be like a rom-com. I'm not sure how much comedy is involved, but it's definitely a romance. And it's about the main female and male lead. They have this supernatural ability to see spirits and then they fall in love, of course. And I think I will give this one a few episodes to try because unlike the one I just talked about, which takes place in what I'm pretty sure is an entirely like fantastical world, this one seems to be more grounded in our reality and just they have this supernatural ability, which I'm okay with. So I do think I'll give this one at least a few episodes and see what I think. Not sure if I will watch the whole thing, but we'll see. And then last one I want to talk about is called Shadow Love. And this one, there is this female general who rescues this guy who's lost his memory. And then together they work together and they uncover like a spy plot and corruption and build a relationship together. And this one stars Ryan Cheng, who I'm watching Legend of the Female General right now. So it's him in a romance plot with a powerful female general, and I'm still in the midst of shipping him with the female lead of Legend of the Female General. So in all honesty, I'm just not ready to see this man be romantic with someone else. So yeah, that is my main reason why I will be skipping this drama. Like, I'm not over it yet. I need some time before I can see this man with someone else. Now, the official September K-drama releases, I have 8 written down, so I'll be going through them pretty quickly. Starting off with Queen Mantis, which is coming out on the 5th. This is basically about this prolific serial killer. Her son is now a detective, and there's a copycat killer who's committing murders in the same way that his mom did back then. It's basically getting the help of the original serial killer to try and catch this new killer. And I think we already know, if you've watched my channel, that I'm into crime K-dramas, so I'm definitely interested and intrigued. And I do really like, I can't remember what the show is called, that Western Netflix show about the profilers talking to convicted killers to ask them for sort of their advice. It's also like Silence of the Lambs, which is a good movie. So I'm definitely interested. It has a bit of a gimmick, I guess you could say, because it's the killer's son. But regardless, I love a good mystery, love a good detective drama, so I will definitely be checking this one out. Next up, we have a romance called My Youth, and this one is basically about this couple that reunites after a decade. And I watched the trailer. It stars Song Joong-ki and someone else. I'm so sorry, I just don't remember. It's a slice of life, I'm pretty sure, romance, and I'm just gonna be real, the trailer looked so boring and I already knew that I wasn't gonna be interested. I just feel like not much goes on and I don't really care to watch it, so pass. Next we have Confidence Queen, which is coming out on the 6th, and this is about a team of 3 con artists, and the trailer looked very lighthearted, which for many people is probably a plus, but for me it was, I don't know, I'm just always kind of wary whether I'll think this show will actually be funny, because I don't think a lot of shows are funny. I like the idea or the theme of the con artist thing, but I'm not sure how it'll play out. So I think I will give this 2 episodes to see how I feel. Next up, we have one that has been talked about a lot, or I've heard about it a lot, and that is Tempest on Disney Plus on September the 10th. And this one has had quite a lot of buzz because of the 2 really big name actors involved. But plot-wise, it's about this diplomat and this mercenary, and they're working together, basically navigating politics and conspiracy and that kind of thing. I do like conspiracy and those sort of plots, more dramatic thriller type plots, but sometimes they can also be kind of boring depending on how they're done. Because there's so much buzz around it, I'm definitely gonna give it a few episodes to see how I feel. Not too sure if it'll be up my alley exactly, but yeah, let's try it out. The 5th drama I'll be talking about is called You and Everything Else, and this one is coming out on the 12th. The story is about these 2 women who were best friends but also sort of rivals, and they just have like an interesting relationship with each other as they've grown up throughout the years, and they've kind of been on off with their relationship. They haven't always been in touch, but suddenly one of the women contacts the other one and lets her know that she now has terminal cancer and would like her to accompany her through her euthanasia, show their relationship over the years and how their life has come to this point. And it's definitely a drama that will probably be pretty tragic. It's definitely not slice of life, but it is drama. And again, I'm not the biggest drama fan, especially if it's about realistic, depressing situation. And I'm also not the biggest fan of character-driven dramas. I think objectively I can see this show being very good if done well, and one that a lot of people will feel a lot from it. Deep plot and character study, that's just not up my alley, so I will have to give this a pass as well. Next up, this one is a slice of life, and it's called 100 Memories, coming out on the 13th. And this one basically just follows 2 female bus attendants in the 80s and their friendship and life together. If you're a fan of slice of life, girlhood, friendship, those types of stories, or if you like not retro but the 80s 90s era, then this will probably be right up your alley. I think the lead actresses would be very good in the role. Again, this is just not my style. I don't like slice of life, and I also don't really like the throwback to like a few decades ago. I just wouldn't enjoy this, I think. Second to last one I'll be talking about. This one is one that I will be watching, and this is called Walking on Thin Ice, coming out on the 20th. And this one follows 2 people who are unlikely substance dealers. I don't know if I can use the word. They're drug dealers. The female lead is a typical housewife, but her husband is dying, and the other one is a successful teacher who on the outside seems like he has a perfect life, but like he's also dealing on the side, and they come together and form sort of like a partnership. This is a plot that I would be interested in regardless, because I like more plot-driven stories, especially thrillers, and this definitely seems to be in that realm. But also the female lead is going to be played by Young. She is the protagonist from my childhood drama Jewel in the Palace, so I kind of have to watch, you know, because she's iconic. Yeah, I'd love to see her take on this interesting role. Definitely excited for this one. I also have watched Breaking Bad, which is a super iconic show, also about normal person finding themselves being in this crime world and all the chaos that ensues. I think it'll be pretty interesting because unlike taking place in a place like America, Korea has a very different stance and laws and everything like that surrounding illicit substances. So I think that could also make it a lot different and pretty interesting to see. And very last K-drama that I'll be talking about that is coming out in September is called First Lady, and it's coming out on the 24th. This one is about politics, of course, and power struggle, and basically this new president is elected and he decides to announce that he's going to divorce his wife, who is the titular first lady. Sometimes I like a good political power struggle. I'm not sure if I will like this necessarily, but I'm willing to give it 2 episodes to try and see if it's good.
I totally forgot, but another show that I will 100% be watching is Alice in Borderland season 3, or the final season, and that's coming out on Netflix September 1st. And if you didn't know, it's based on a manga, and it's about the main protagonists who suddenly get transported into this other version of Tokyo, and they're forced to play a bunch of complex games in order to survive. It's really up my alley. I did enjoy the first and second season, especially the first one, so I'm excited to see how it ends, and I think the visuals are really good and there's a lot of action. It's a really good thriller, so definitely check that one out if you haven't before.
Anyways, that is all of the September K-dramas and a few August C-dramas that I missed from last month. I will be going on a 1-month long trip to Asia this month, and so there will be less frequent uploads, but if you're ever curious on my travels or just my life or whatever, I do have a main vlog channel that is always linked down below if you're curious to check it out. I will of course be back soon to talk about dramas, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I would love to know what you'll be watching this month. Please let me know down in the comments, or if you want to talk anything about dramas, always respond down below. I'll see you in the next video.